The Virginia Capitol Trail connects the state's present-day capital of Richmond and the early colonial capital at the Jamestown Settlement on a 52-mile course through history. And you'll find no end to the historical sites in this area. From Jamestown, the first colonial settlement in the New World, to Colonial Williamsburg, the world's largest living history museum, to the Yorktown battlefield, the site where the British surrendered in 1781 and American independence was won. Mile 0 of the Virginia Capitol Trail. It's 52 miles long, and there's no way we're going to ride it all today. I'm hoping we're going to make it halfway right to here. We're right outside the gates of the Jamestown Settlement. It's a comfortable 60 degrees today. I'll show you this area. Here you've got a bike parking spot, and you can get air and tools, and I guess you can get the bus if you want to. I'm not quite sure. Be careful not to do what we did. We were so interested in the signs that were up ahead of us, we didn't notice we had to actually go left right here. Historical markers like these are all over the area, and interestingly, there's an audio tour that complements the historical markers, and I have put a link to that in the description below. All right, let's backtrack. Now we're on the trail. Within the first 2 miles of our ride, we encounter the Green Springs Interpretive Trail. It's a 3.5-mile nature trail that loops through the beaver ponds, wetlands, and forests, and is part of the Virginia Birding Trail. Big boardwalk bridge.
Nice bridge, really pretty along here.
Chickahominy Riverfront Park has a campground with more than 80 campsites and can accommodate everything from basic tent sites to full hookup sites for RVs. If I'd have known about it before this ride, we'd probably be camping there now. Well, one nice thing on this trail is these markers every mile. It's really nice. You can't miss where you're supposed to be. We're on the Virginia Capitol Trail, about 8 or 9 miles in, and it's a beautiful day, but a little cool. It makes my eyes water. The trail is paved and smooth, no bumps. Pretty easy ride so far. If you want a little side trail diversion, this is literally 100 yards off the trail. You can tour the home of our 10th president, John Tyler. There's parking over there, and I think you have to walk in from there. But you can see the house right here, if that's something you want to do. Tyler bought the home in 1842 and lengthened it to over 300 feet long and created the longest frame house in America. What's that over there?
That's a nice glass of beer.
Huh.
For rewards for 22 miles. Well, you're well done, I guess. Only one beer.
So far.
I'm allowed, that's all I'm allowed when I ride my bike.
It's fried oysters. You're going to take a bite and tell me how they are? They're supposed to be the best we've ever had.
They are the best I've ever had.
These definitely are the best fried oysters I've ever had.
Absolutely.
I've never had any fried oysters before today, but they're still the best ones I've ever had. Next course is some lovely fried green tomatoes with a Thai chili dipping sauce and a crab cake sandwich with a side of pasta salad. Yum, yum. The one thing about this place for sure is I've never seen a crew hustle more. Food's out fast, and they keep checking to make sure your food is good. Definitely recommend taking a stop here.
I'm not tired from riding or huffing and puffing, but my legs are a little bit fatigued. But we're not quite full shape yet this year. This is our third ride.
Well, maybe I'm all hepped up from 2 big glasses of sweet iced tea back at lunch, but it's lots easier going this way than it was coming back, going up, which makes me believe there's probably just a slight grade heading toward Richmond. Well, here we are, right back where we started. We were trying to make it to here, but we found beer here. So I think that was like 22 miles out.
Yeah.
So that's where we stopped. Oh, what'd you think about your ride?
I liked the ride. It was pretty. It was real easy. The trail was in beautiful shape.
Oh yeah, almost like they just newly seal coated it.
And in some places they newly paved. A lot of it was along a road, which wasn't ideal, but still it was a pretty ride, and I really enjoyed it.
But I think I am right. I think we slogged our way up because I think there's like a 2% grade, and it seemed like it's a lot easier going back.
Oh, it was.
So I think there's a slight grade heading toward Richmond. So it's a beautiful day. Can't beat today for a bike ride. But I've had enough.
Yeah. 45 miles.
45 miles was plenty for us today.
We're in Jamestown, the real Jamestown, where the settlement actually was, not the bogus artificial one up the road. This one we can use our National Parks Pass, which has been truly a great thing for us senior citizens to have.
Jamestown was the first permanent English colonial settlement in the Americas, founded in 1607. Plymouth and the Pilgrims came 13 years later. This is our first stop at trying to use our hop pass. Let's go see how it works. So here is our very first beers on our hops pass. So I got 3. Randy only got 1 because he's not as brave as me. I'm the brave one here.
You are always.
How do you feel about your beer? You've already taken a
Very
sip.
good. It's unique.
We stayed at the Williamsburg campground, which was a KOA not too long ago. We picked it because it was pretty close to 64 and we didn't want to drive around a lot of side roads. It was about 13 miles from where we started our bike ride.